Weird News Weekly with Ben and Reid.
Reid, you think you might have found possibly the stingiest guy in the world right here. Tell us the details.
Yeah, a guy met a girl at a nightclub in the UK, and basically, they were chatting, had a few drinks, everything went pretty well. They exchanged phone numbers, and at the end of the night, they left separately. Now, nothing went on for a few weeks, no messages exchanged. Then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, she gets a message. She doesn't even think, it might be that guy from the nightclub. No. She opens the text message, and the text message reads something along the lines of, hi, hope you don't mind, love, which I love how he's put love in there, but can you transfer me back £6.50? She replied back saying, who is this? Who are you? And then he goes, yeah, I bought you, Y-E-R, a drink.
Yeah.
Can you pay back into my account? And now the girl's thinking, what? The drink was £6.50. Surely you're not that tight. Well, obviously he is, because he's asking for the money back to be transferred into a bank account. £6.50. Now, roughly in Australian dollars, that'd be about £12, £13. So it's about double. But that's not a lot of money. And he's asking for it back.
First alarm bell that's ringing here for me. This guy, the way that he structures and writes his text messages is also the way that J.K. Rowling structures and writes the parts of Hagrid in the Harry Potter books. Is this guy Hagrid by any chance?
Well, he must be, because I have tried to see what he looks like, and I can't come across anything. So maybe since the story has gone a bit viral, because she went on to Twitter, uploaded the text messages, so she's not wanting to protect his privacy at all. It's had about 10,000 retweets and 10,000 likes. So basically, when you get a few thousand likes and a few thousand retweets and you've only got like 100 followers, you've gone viral. So the guy hasn't spoken publicly since. I doubt that he will.
Yeah, probably not.
They've named his full name though.
Oh, really?
So they haven't named him John, and his actual name is Mark. They've actually named him, and I don't know if that's okay or not.
And that'd be pretty easy to narrow down as well.
Well, especially, I did get his name. I'm going to look up his name once again. But I had a look at his name and I thought, no, that's not like a unique name. I mean, anyone could get that name and just go onto LinkedIn or, Twitter or whatever and publicly shame him like we always do.
Well, because it'd be basically just a case of going, okay, let's log into Facebook and search for this guy's name. Was there any kind of inkling of where this actually happened? Did she say what suburb she was from or anything like that where this actually occurred?
Well, it occurred at a place over in Sheffield called the Viper Rooms Club. Now, from what I've been able to gather, it's a nightclub / bar sort of region sort of thing. So that's where they met, sort of a typical Saturday night over there in the UK. So nothing too out of the ordinary. What I love, though, is that the owner of the room, the Viper Room, that is, he's actually liked it and he's publicly put this on his Facebook page. So the Viper Room have since said, we actually like this, so we're going to share it as well. And they've actually got right behind it. So they're not saying, oh, you've given us bad publicity. Actually, no. They've given us good publicity. They've not only named the name of the nightclub in all the stories, but more people have since been coming. Now, the reason why you might think £6.50, it might sound like a lot. Well, the reason is because they actually put their prices up on the weekend, because Saturday night at a nightclub is probably their premium night. So it's a night where the most amount of people will ever come. So during the week, it costs about £3 or £3.50. On a Saturday night, that goes up to £6.50. So that's their way of making all the money, because as we all know, bars, restaurants, nightclubs, they all make their money on the drinks. They don't make it on the food, they make it on the drinks.
Maybe they should just do that up in, New South Wales or Queensland instead of lockout laws. People won't want to pay those prices for drinks, so they just won't come.
Maybe that's what they should have done up in New South.
Instead of doing lockout laws, just say, okay, after midnight, the drinks go up to this price. And everyone's just going to be like, stuff that, I'm going home.
Yeah, get rid of it. But what I like about this guy, though, the owner of the nightclub, he's actually gone on to say that we see this sort of stuff happening, but it's actually at the nightclub itself. So, for example, he went on to say, I'm amazed that this happened so late after the text message occurred. Usually, this happens on the night. If a guy asks a girl for a drink and she says yes, but nothing happens, he actually will ask her for the money back. So maybe this is like a culture thing where they do it on the night, but it seemed a bit bizarre to be sending a text message, not so much asking for the money, to actually be transferring it from one bank account to another bank account for such a measly amount of money. So I don't know. I don't think that's dating culture in Australia anyway.
Well, no, because I haven't been out for drinks in quite a long time, like since my early to mid-20s, I think. But etiquette back in those days was, okay, you buy someone a drink, and then later on in the night, it's their turn to buy you a drink. It's, I
mean, that sounds normal.
Yeah. You shout one, they shout one. You shout one, they shout one. Sometimes you shout two and they shout one, but, you're just being generous.
But maybe it's this thing of, smartphones in nightclubs, because apparently a lot of nightclubs in Australia are saying apps like Tinder are really killing off the nightclub industry because they're not even having drinks there anymore. They're just meeting up there and they're going off somewhere else to home, usually to have drinks there and to, have a bit of a fun time.
Yes.
But this is part of the new age culture, my friend. It's all about the, the smartphone, the apps, and they're all other nightclubs, but they're not necessarily going for drinks. So I don't know. I don't think we'll see this in Australia anytime soon. Maybe, but the thing that got me about this story was the fact that he asked her to transfer it from her account to another. I mean, he could have asked her to put it in an envelope and send it off to a PO box or something. No, transfer it digitally for £13.50.
I'm waiting for someone to actually, like, as far as you were saying with the nightclubs, how it's all dying off, I'm waiting for someone to just call their nightclub Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I reckon
with a big cucumber, with a big, like, eggplant emoji next to it.
Oh, it's going to happen soon. I don't know when, but that's going to happen.
Oh, my goodness.
Especially the eggplant emoji.
Yeah. It's kind of weird when you think about it, though, that people are, just kind of so petty about this kind of stuff these days. Even it's just a drink that you're shouting someone, but they're like, hey, that's my $6.50. I want it back. And you got to put it in my bank account and all that kind of stuff. It just seems odd. I
do like your Cockney accent. I think you've practiced that a little bit too well the past.
I'll stop. I don't want to get carried away.
I don't mind. I'm a big fan of people doing funny accents. Mm-hmm. But so look, I don't know. I think it's very unusual. But I must admit, I've asked a few friends since this story came out. I've said, "Have you ever heard of this happening before?" They say no. I think what a lot of it has to do with is some sort of rejection. Yep. Obviously nothing happened in the weeks leading from the leading from getting the drinks versus to getting a text message a few weeks later from a guy saying, "Give me back my money, love. I want my money back." That was my terrible accent. I don't.
It sounded more like you're a character on Postman Pat.
I do like Postman Pat. It was one of my favourite shows growing up as a child.
Yeah.
I've got some issues with that. I don't know.
Well, Reid, let's put this as a hypothetical to you, for example. You're a single guy who can, go out on dates and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really see you going out for drinks as far as at a nightclub or at a bar at a nighttime scene or anything like that. But, if you were taking a girl out for a coffee or something along those lines. If you took a girl out for a coffee, she got some kind of, extravagant cappuccino, double, blah, 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 whatever, and it cost like, $6, $7 to get that one coffee. If things didn't pan out between the two of you, would you want her to reimburse you for the coffee?
No, but I might be having a quick word to the baristas saying it costs you 30 cents to make that coffee and you're charging $7. Highway robbery.
So you're taking it out on the baristas instead.
Yes, I wouldn't do anything to the nice lady that's given her time to me. No, I would take it out on the barista and saying, you're charging me $7 too much. It should be 30 cents, you greedy people.
I like it. Well, if you want to read more about this story, we'll post the links for you right now at the Twitter and Tumblr accounts, at Weird News Weekly on Twitter, weirdnewsweekly.tumblr.com. Leave us a voicemail right there as well and get involved with the show.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to rate and review the show on iTunes and follow on Twitter and Tumblr for more details on the covered stories. Just search Weird News Weekly. You can also be part of the show and give us your opinions on a story by sending a voicemail via the SpeakPipe app, or just click the voicemail link on the Tumblr page. Spoken by Sarah D and sped up like this because we like the way it sounds on the government ads.
That's my $6.50. I want it back.
I do like your Cockney accent. I think you've practiced that a little bit too well. Give me back my money, love. I want my money back. That was my terrible accent. I don't.
It sounded more like you're a character on Postman Pat.